The problem is that the planners, having inherited this mania for separating things, and this being a very advanced code that we have here in Miami, not only separates the uses, but makes damn sure that you can't get from one to the other by requiring a wall and a ditch for good measure, just in case anyone even thinks of walking from one to the other. As a result of this, even the houses that are in 1 minute, within 1 minute walking distance, become automobile commuting situations. Everyone here has to get in the car, drive out to the collector street, use up capacity in the collector, come back here and park here 1 minute from where they started. Now, is this necessary? Is this separation necessary? It is absolutely not necessary. It comes from this mania from the Industrial Revolution, in which the first great victory of the planning profession was to separate the factories from the working places, because people would get unhealthy and get tuberculosis when industry used to pollute. What has happened is that the planning profession has been reliving that victory generation after generation after generation, separating everything from everything else, until finally, in certain advanced places like Orlando or Miami, you have not only separation of industry from houses, you have 27 different categories. Everything is separated from everything else. Medical office buildings are separated from regular office buildings. It's astonishing, and all of it unnecessary, because American industry at this moment rarely pollutes. Rarely is it noxious. The third world country is taking care. The third world is taking care of that kind of industry now. Generally, we have highly compatible uses. The curious thing about this situation is that, yes, some people don't want to live next to retail. You're right, they don't. But on the other hand, some people do want to live near the town center. This does not give you the choice. This one does. See, here's the retail component. Here's the parking lot, which actually is detailed as a town square. The parking's still in front the way retail needs it. This is the shops. Now, some people get to live up close to the stores if they so wish, but the town grows out, and some people get to live at some distance, and some people get to live far away. There's a choice of what your relationship to the downtown is. In this one, there is no choice. No one can walk to the downtown, even though it can be demonstrated that there are certain elements of our society that would very much welcome being able to walk to their daily needs, including senior citizens and kids. They would welcome that. This does not permit that. The planners forever have decided that this is the way it will be, and nothing else but that. Both of these photographs, I think, are surprising to people when I explain them. This is surprising to people because laymen, not planners, of course, or architects, when people who are not architects or planners or administrators look at this, they really think that when they see a shopping center like this, they think some developer has gotten away with something. You know, surely they know someone because, you know, this slipped by somehow. That's not at all the case. Every detail of this shopping center is precisely according to code, precisely. The number of parking spaces is precise. The size of the parking space, the quality of the paint that paints that there, the thickness of the asphalt, the drainage pattern, and the lighting, all that is specifically designed and determined, and the setback of the building. This is the way that it is because the code, in fact, requires it to be this way. Take a town center like this. Now, what's surprising to me when I see a place like this is that it is pathetically easy to achieve this excellence. Pathetically easy. What is so difficult about this? I mean, these are buildings. These are not expensive buildings. This isn't expensive paving. This isn't brick. That's just asphalt. This is just grass. You know, that isn't some kind of elegant Italian design trash barrel. That's an old thing. These are cars parked right in front. What is so difficult or expensive about this? Nothing. What is surprising is that everything that you see there is illegal according to the code. Everything. You can't live above, first of all, there isn't enough parking, theoretically. Second of all, the setbacks are wrong. Third, you can't live above the store. Fourth, you can't back out on the traffic. On and on and on and on of that. What actually happens in our codes is that the bad is easy and the good is difficult. The developers that we come to us to design new towns, in fact, know perfectly well that that's marketable. They know that people prefer that. In fact, they manifest it every day by the way they leave their dollars there rather than here. Per square foot, it's much higher in the traditional towns that have survived. The problem is that they have to put up with the difficulty of 12, 15, 20, 25 variances to achieve this kind of thing, and fighting all the way to do that. Obviously, something is completely backwards.